Or was that Lauren?
Hi.
Hi, Lauren. Good morning. How's your yoga teaching going these days?
It's going well. I have my program. I have a Yama and Niyama program that I developed. It's starting next week,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, and then the YTT.
And that's what you're doing full time right now?
Yeah, I mean, I teach like regular group classes and prenatal.
But yoga teaching is your thing.
Oh yeah.
So awesome, Lauren. So awesome.
Yeah.
And Nina too. Nina's a yoga teacher. Kaylee's a yoga teacher. We're all yoga teachers on here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna plug right in. I'm recording live today. I know it's been a long time. Yay, Kavita! You're here. Can you guys hear me okay? Thank you. Let me turn this music down just a tad. Okay, well, good morning, every beautiful lady on here. Thank you so much for joining me this Wednesday Yoga Flow. I've been thinking a lot the past few days of this invisible force of time because our summer up in Michigan is coming to an end, and it's just amazing how time happens, right? The summer starts and then it's over before you know it. And there's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, "I am time, the invisible force." And sometimes time moving can feel a little bit scary or daunting. Questions come up like, am I doing enough? Or if I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to get gray hairs. Like, what does this mean? This force of time that's constantly pushing. I feel like the one that is the hardest for me is like seeing my parents growing older with time. Like it's sad when I see them and I'm like, oh, their bodies are growing older on a physical level. But I've been exploring how if Krishna, God, says, I am time, then if I look in the mirror and I see gray hairs coming, how can I be like, okay, this is God's presence in my life right now. Instead of trying to like go and cover it up or like figure out what's the newest thing to like look younger again, this is God's presence in my life right now, reminding me of the impermanence of this physical body. That's what time is showing us, right? So God's presence is showing up through the little wrinkles in my eyes, or my parents growing older, or gray hairs popping up, or however else it's manifesting for you in your life. And how can I, instead of letting that be like a scary thing, be like, okay, like I want to invest something a little deeper than just the body right now. And that's really the whole practice of yoga is, of course, it's so important to take care of our physical body, but just as important to nourish the spirit, the soul within. So that's what we're doing now. Does anyone have a different example of time in their life that they'd like to share before we get started? Okay, maybe I covered the most important ones. Our parents, our bodies. So let's start. I'm practicing on the grass, so it's going to be a little wibbly wobbly for me, but let's start in a child's pose today. I'm going to make my video big. Hi, Tiff. I love your tie-dye. So we're starting in a child's pose position, allowing your tailbone to drop heavy down towards your heels. You can walk your fingertips towards the top of the mat to grow longer through your spine. And then allow your belly, your heart, and the crown of your head just to drop down towards the earth. In this soft pose, let's begin to invite very deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. As you inhale, fill your low belly, your mid belly, all the way up to your chest and your lungs. And as you exhale, empty chest, mid belly, low belly, all the way down. Let's take 3 more breaths in this way. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose, your body fills and expands. Exhale through your nose. Deepest breath, your body fills and expands every line, every curve, every cell. And exhale. With your next breath in, let's come through a tabletop position. Spreading fingertips nice and wide, simple cat-cow. So as you inhale, let your belly drop, lift your tailbone and crown high to the sky. And then as you exhale, arch your spine, gazes down. And just start to move like that with your breath in through the nose, out through the nose, engaging the Ujjayi Pranayam. There's that little constriction in the backside of your throat. So those of you that tuned in a little bit later, we were just exploring the influence, this almost invisible influence of time, and how it's always pushing on us subtly. You can start to do any movement, maybe rolling neck, shoulders, and hips. And instead of seeing that push as something scary or uncontrollable, can we see that subtle presence of time as a form of divinity? Krishna says in the Gita, I am time, the invisible force. An opportunity to see, okay, this outside world is shifting, is changing with time, but inside, I can go deeper. Let this intuitive movement take you into our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just start to slowly pedal out through the legs. Deep bend right and then left knee. As you spread your fingertips wider, push the mat through every single fingertip. Everything in the material world has a beginning, a middle, and an end. But on a spirit level, there's everlasting existence. So yoga's tapping into that spirit of everlasting joy. From here, we're going to roll the body forward to find our first plank pose. And then exhale just to drop down to a tabletop once again. We're going to extend the right leg back as you reach the crown of your head, maybe the gaze forward. And then as you exhale, bring your knee to chest. Let's do that 5 times. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. For 4. Inhale. For 3. Inhale. For 2. Deepest breath in. And 1. And then extend. Let's open to the long side of the mat, the right side. Drop the right toes as the right hand reaches up and over. Finding an early side body stretch from the right toes to the fingertips. Let your left ear just drop down towards your shoulder. Breathing into the little muscles of the right rib cage. Use your inhale to reach your right arm high to the sky. Your right leg floats. Then either stay like this or bend the back knee, reach for your hands. I keep getting everything mixed up. Reach for your toes. Kick into your hand. You're getting a balance, a hip opener and a heart opener. 3 breaths. Inhale. For 3. Inhale. For 2. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And 1. We're going to slowly transition. Drop the right hand, place the right foot outside of the right hand. Soften fingertips, palms, or forearms down to the earth. Let your chin tuck in towards your heart. And direct your breath into the shape of your body. So using the power of your mind, filling every line, every curve, every cell with your conscious awareness through your breath. Let's take one more very deep inhale together and very deep exhale together. Let's come to the palms. Tuck the left toes and just draw the hips back so your right leg stays open at an angle. You can even open a little bit wider. I'm taking my foot completely off of the mat. And then use your inhale to reach your heart and gaze forward, finding that length through the spine. And then exhale, soften belly down towards the mat. Let's do that a few times, like an ocean wave. Inhale, lengthen, create space. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen, create space. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. So we're going to transition that right foot in towards the center of the mat. Let it be kind of an easy transition. As you bend the front knee, tuck the back toes. If they're not, lift that back knee, twisting the right arm up to the sky. Let's kick back into the heel, reach through the crown of the head with your inhale. And as you exhale, can you imagine your left shoulder moving towards your right knee? Take that again. Inhale, lengthen, heel to the crown of the head. To twist. One last time. Inhale. And twist. From here, let's drop the left knee to the mat. Either stay like this or bend the back knee, reaching hand for your toes. So we're doing that kind of crisscrossed sort of reach again. You might decide to stay here or maybe drop left palm or forearm down to the mat. 3 breaths. Inhale. For 3. Inhale. For 2. Deepest breath, filling your body. And 1. We're going to slowly unwind. Frame the front foot with both hands. This time bowing over the leg with the hips squared. So now that right leg is directly in front of you. Half split, Ardha Chandrasana. Same idea. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hold for 3. Inhale, lengthen. For 2. Deepest breath, filling your body. And 1. Let's transition. Inhale, bend the front knee, tuck the back toes if they're not. Downward facing dog. And as you find downward dog, just start to pedal out the legs. Revisiting in an old familiar pose. And then we'll inhale, roll the body forward, finding plank and tabletop position. Same sequence, opposite side. We'll extend the left leg, reach the crown of your head forward, maybe the gaze. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. For 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale to extend. Open to the long side of the mat. You can drop the foot. The left arm reaches up and over, enjoying a beautiful side body stretch. Breathe into the left lung, all those muscles that don't often get our full attention as they are right now. And then push down into the right hand as you find a balance. The left leg lifts, the left arm lifts. Either stay here or bend the knee, reach hand for the toes. Start to kick into your hand as your hand pushes right back. Let's take 3 breaths. 2. 1. And transition. Let's drop the left hand. Engage the core as your left foot comes outside of the left hand. Again, fingertips, palms, or forearms as we soften down. And acknowledge here as you just soften into the posture, the beginning, the middle, and the end of every breath. Fully experiencing each part of your breath. Fully experience the beginning. Fully experience the middle. Fully experience the end of the breath, and the same with the exhale. So as we become conscious with our breath and our movement in our asana practice, we hopefully can take that consciousness and that awareness into our day-to-day life. Let's take one more full breath in together. And a full breath out. Transition, come to your palms if you're not already. I like to tuck the back toe and then draw the hips back. That left leg, again, is open at an angle. My foot is completely off the mat. And as you inhale, create that wave, that ripple with your spine. And as you exhale, fold. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inviting your attention and intention to wherever you're feeling sensation. I feel it a lot in the backside of my leg. So I'm inviting my awareness to that part of my body. And slowly we're going to transition. Just bring that left foot as easily as possible to the center of the mat. We're going to bend the front knee. Tuck the back toe, lifting that back knee as the left hand twists up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Deepest breath in. Exhale, twist. We're going to drop the back knee. Either stay here or bend the back knee, reaching hand for the toes. And you might stay up on the right palm. You might drop down to the forearm. Breathing into sensation. So if Krishna is saying, I am time, we can recognize that time is very precious. We already know that. Chanaka Pandit says, of all the money and riches in the world, nothing can purchase back this moment. And we've all experienced when we're present, it really is such a gift. Let's slowly unwind. Now frame the front foot with both hands. Draw the hips back, Ardha Hanumanasana. So now the hips are totally squared. So I am time, Krishna says. What a profound experience it is to become present to him, to her, to God and Goddess. One more full breath, creating that space. And then transitioning, we'll bend the front knee, tuck the back toes, downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal at the legs. And then we're going to come to the tippy toes, dropping both heels to the back right corner of the mat. You might bend into one or two knees. Again, come up to the tippy toes, back left corner of the mat, bend into one or two knees. Coming up and through center, one step at a time. Let's find find forward fold. Oh. Top of the mat. And as you arrive, let's just hang heavy at the top of the yoga mat. Beautiful. You can nod your head yes and no. You can sway left and right. Letting gravity do the work for you. From here, let's begin to slowly roll up. So you're rooting down into the four corners of both feet. And as you come to standing, let's do a gentle shake into the body, cleansing the lymphatic system. Letting out some And let's close with a gentle sway left and right. So we're just closing with this gentle sway. Preparing for our sun salutations. Let's get our body to the top of the yoga mat. And remember that The sun is a sign of health. So sun salutations are so much more than just health, but that's a main staple. So when these sun salutations were traditionally practiced, it was really a prayer for good health for one's own body and those that one loves. It's also a sign of honor and respect to the beautiful sun planet. So standing at the top of your mat, again, let's spread the 10 toes nice and wide, root down into the big toe, little toe, both sides of the heel. And then as you push down into your feet, feel a gentle lift through the crown of your head. Let's inhale, arms up and over the head. And as you exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back, soften knee to the earth. Anjaneyasana, the arms up, inhale. Hold for 3. Rooting down into the feet, lengthen up through the spine. Shoulders soften for 2. Deepest breath, lengthening, lift the crown of the head. As you exhale, plank pose. Take a full breath here in plank. From the crown of the head to the heels, grow longer. And then exhale, lower down as your elbows hug inward. We're going to inhale, lift the heart for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, holding in stillness for 3 breaths. Inhale. For 3. Inhale. For 2. Deepest breath. And 1. Root down into the left foot. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee, stack the hips, creating a little bit of space here, or a lot of bit of space here. And then inhale, straighten your legs, square the hips. Exhale, foot inside the thumbs. Keep your back knee lifted as you reach up into a high lunge. Direct your right knee towards your right pinky toe as you actively kick back into the left heel. Inhale. For 3. Inhale. For 2. Deepest breath. As you exhale, forward fold, find the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Root into the feet. Inhale, arms up, gaze is high. And exhale, hands to heart center. Left side, inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back, soften knee. Rooting down, we inhale the arms up. Hold for 3. Inhale. For 2. Deepest breath, find that space. Exhale into a plank pose. Take a full breath here in your plank, lengthening. And then exhale, lower down as your elbows hug inward. Inhale, lifting heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Again, we're going to hold for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. For 2. Deepest breath in. And 1. With your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips, creating space. And then use your breath in to straighten your legs, square the hips, exhale, foot inside the thumbs, keep your back knee lifted. High lunge, the arms sweep up, inhale. Hold for 3. Inhale. For 2. Feeling your body. There's a little pulse to your body when you inhale. And exhale, frame the front foot, forward fold, find the top of your mat. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rooting down, inhale, arms up, gaze high. Hands to heart center, come back to your inner meditation. Same thing, 1 breath per movement. Inhale, arms up, beginning, middle, arrive. Exhale, fold, beginning, middle, arrive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back, soften knee to the mat. Rooting down the arms up, beginning, middle, arrive. Exhale, plank pose. Full breath in. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, lifting heart, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, beginning, middle, arrive. Exhale, foot inside the thumbs, keep the back knee lifted. Inhale, the arms up, beginning, middle, arrive. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rooting down, we inhale the arms up, gaze high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hi. Good morning. Unexpected guest. I'm not sure who they are, but I just 1 minute. Hi. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Jason's here. He might be working though. Yeah, and I'm teaching a yoga class. I'm teaching a yoga class online, but I'm happy you guys are here. Perfect. Have a beautiful bike ride. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's do the left side. Let's inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back, soften knee to the earth. Inhale the arms up, gaze is high. Exhale, plank pose. Take a full breath in as you lengthen. Exhale, lower down, elbows hug inward. Inhale, lifting your heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're hearing dogs in the background probably. Let's inhale, reach the left leg high, beginning, middle, arrive. Exhale, foot inside the thumbs, the back knee is lifted, high lunge, engage the core as your arms sweep up. It's like you're moving through water. And exhale, frame the front foot, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rooting down, we inhale the arms up, gaze is high. And hands to heart center. Bye. Final round with some variations now. We're going to shift all of our weight into the left foot as you hug your right knee in towards the chest. This might be a good balance for you today, or you could interlace hands under the thigh, extend the heel, or peace fingers of the big toe, reach for you to extend the heel. Wherever you are, let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 2. Deepest breath in. And 1, we're going to transition. You can hug your knee into the chest. Take a big step back. And then eventually drop the back knee to the earth. Your left hand is going to push your left knee forward. As you inhale, your right arm reaches high. And then let's hook the right elbow outside of the left knee for a twist, bringing palms to touch. Reach your heart for your thumbs. Inhale. Twist for 3. Inhale. Twist for 2. Deepest breath in. Twisting for 1. We're going to inhale, unwind. Exhale, frame the front foot with both hands. Option 1, half split. We've done it once before. Maybe you want to do it again. Option 2, we're going to start to go a little deeper, maybe finding the full split just by starting to extend the legs in both directions. For me, I always have a hard time keeping the hips squared forward, but that's part of the pose, is wanting to keep the hips squared forward. So wherever you are, use your hands as little anchors of support, and let's take 3 final breaths. To come out of the pose, use your hands to support you back into that half split. When the mat usually sticks to the feet, you need to refix the mat. And then we're all here in our half split. We'll inhale together, bend the front knee, exhale, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa here. I'm going to wait in downward dog. And then inhale, reach your right leg high, beginning, middle, arrive. Exhale, foot inside the thumbs, back knee is lifted. Arms sweep up high, lunge. And then we're going to open warrior two, long side of the mat, probably widening your stance quite a bit. You're going to inhale to lengthen. Exhale, right knee towards your right pinky toe. Inhale to root into the back heel. Exhale to rise through the crown of the head. And inhale to lengthen from right to left fingertips. And exhale, shoulders up. Reverse, right arm will come up and then back. Slowly straighten your right leg. Rooting into both feet, we'll inhale arms to a T. Maybe bring the feet a bit closer. Triangle pose, the left hip goes back. As the right hand reaches. Inhale. Exhale. Creating space. Exhale. Deepest breath in. And exhale. We're going to take a brief transition into half moon pose. So the right hand goes in front of the right foot. Left leg lifts, Ardha Chandrasana. This is really just meant to be a transition posture. So take one deep inhale. And then exhale, drop your left hand, square your hips, medium step back, Parshvottanasana. Feel your right hip moving back. So as you inhale, hold. Inhale, lengthen. Hold for 2. Deepest breath. Right hand inside of the right foot. Let's open to the long side of the mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. Pigeon the toes in as the crown of your head drops down towards the earth. And whatever you decide to do with your hands, maybe they just rest down on the ground, maybe they reach for opposite ankles or interlace up and behind the back. Let's take 2 final breaths. One final breath. And as you're ready to transition, let's push to the fingertips. Walk your hands to frame your front foot. Take a bend into that right knee. Forward fold. Just start to roll yourself up to standing. We're going to do our final side, and then we're slowing down a lot. So shift all of your weight into your right foot, hug your left knee in towards your chest. And this might be a perfect balance today, or you could interlace hands under the thigh, maybe extend the leg forward, or peace fingers of your left hand reach for your big toe, extending the leg forward. Whatever you decide, just make sure your breath is very deep. Let's inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. For 2, deepest, fullest breath in, and 1, transitioning, hug the knee back into the chest, step back, eventually dropping your knee down to the earth. It's a tricky little transition here. And then push your right hand on your right knee, creating space as your left arm reaches high, and then hook your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Palms touch, beautiful. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Spin your heart for your thumbs as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Spin your heart to your thumbs as you exhale. Deepest breath in and deepest exhale. Perfect. Let's inhale, unwind, come back to center, hands at the heart, and then frame your front foot with both hands, either moving into half split or playing with full split. whatever sort of adventure you feel like you'd like to practice today. If you're going into full split, I love using blocks. I don't have any right now, but they're so nice either to use under the hands or even to support the right hip. Those are really nice in this posture. Wherever you are, we'll take 3 final breaths together. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. 2. Inhale. And 1. Let's transition back into half split if you're in the full. And then everybody together will inhale, bend the front knee, tuck the back toes. If they're not, downward facing dog. From downward dog, optional vinyasa, or finding stillness in downward dog. Preparing for our standing sequence on the last side. So from downward dog, let's inhale the left leg, reach high to the sky. Exhale, foot inside the thumbs, keep the back knee lifted. High lunge, inhale, beginning, middle. Arrive, warrior 2, long side of your mat, probably widening the stance. Let's focus on our breath. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Deepest breath in. Exhale, 1. Reversing the left arm up and back. Create space. Slowly straighten your left leg. Rooting into your feet. Inhale, arms to a T. Right away, the right hip goes back as the left hand stretches. Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, rooting into the 4 corners of both feet. Exhale, 2. Deepest breath, lengthening tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, 1. Transitioning half moon. We're just here for a full breath in. And as you exhale, drop the right hand, square the hips, medium step back, Parshvottanasana. Inhale. 3. Inhale. 2. Deepest breath. Left hand inside of the front foot. Again, open to the long side of the mat. You're just facing the opposite direction. I'm going to face towards you again so my butt's not picking up the screen. The crown of your head just drops. And maybe play with something different this time around. It's nice to bend into opposite knees. Notice how it feels to do the same pose again. Sometimes it's nice to revisit. And final 2 breaths wherever you are. Coming to your fingertips, if you're not already, walk your hands to frame your front foot. This time we meet in downward facing dog. Preparing for pigeon pose, your right leg stretches high to the sky. Pigeon pose, right knee, right wrist, right foot, left wrist. Before softening into the posture, do your best to square the hips and shoulders forward. In the posture, we want actually that front leg to be in the same line as the front of the mat. That's not always possible. So if it's uncomfortable for your knee, just bring the foot closer towards your body. And then once you feel like you're set and you're ready, just start to soften down towards the earth. Your eyes can close. And here, let gravity do the work for you. Following the beginning, the middle, and the completion of each inhale. In the beginning, the middle, and the completion of each exhale. Honoring the natural cycle of everything, actually. Each breath, each day, each month, each year, each summer. It comes and it goes. That's a natural cycle. Recognizing that Krishna is time. So rather than fearing or pushing away this force of time, soften into the natural presence of divinity all around you, all around us. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Then go ahead and push it into your palms. So you're lifting yourself up. And this feels like a really nice stretch in itself. You're just pushing into the fingertips, kind of getting your shoulders towards the top of the hips, meaning stacking shoulders on the hips. Either stay like this, or if you'd like to go a little further, you could bend your back knee, reach your hand for the toes, maybe getting that foot into the crease of your elbow. You can use your right hand as an anchor of support, or see if the right hand can reach up and back, interlacing hands. Wherever you are is perfect. Just make sure you're feeling your unique shape with your deep and honest breath. As you feel ready to transition, we're going to unwind the hands, drop them in front of you, tuck the back toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs a few times. This is our final downward dog of our practice today. You can reach your left leg high, inhale. Pigeon pose, exhale. Take some time to really soften into the posture, setting yourself up for the posture, and then folding. And as you fold your belly, chest, and heart down, let your eyes close. Follow the natural cycle of your inhale and the natural cycle of your exhale. Honoring that this is nature. It's unnatural to cling, according to nature and yoga, to cling onto any part of the cycle. Even though I know I do it for sure. But what a beauty of ease that's possible when we can just honor each part, the beginning, the middle, and the completion. When we see that time is pushing, and we see this as an opportunity to go deeper inside. This force is a beautiful presence of nature, of God, of Krishna, of divinity, whatever name you use. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. And then slowly start to lift up. So you're pushing into your hands, starting to stack shoulders somewhat on top of the hips. Get that nice stretch. And then if you'd like to go a little deeper, you could bend your back knee so you're reaching your right hand for your toes. So you're going a little deeper into that. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that. Some really beautiful thunder in the background. I love rainstorms. So you might get your foot into the crease of your elbow, your left hand might reach up and back, see what's available. And I like to remind myself when I'm practicing, remind you, it's so much more than the physical pose. So whatever pose you're in is perfect as long as you're breathing into it and it's not hurting you. It's really all you have to focus on. You're breathing into it and it feels good. Take 1 more deep inhale. And then we're going to slowly unwind, drop all of your weight to your left hip. Let's swing the right leg forward and around. Softening your chin down towards your heart. Roll your right ear to shoulder. Into the sky. Take 3 circles in this direction. So we're just starting to wind down. If you haven't already taken them in the opposite direction, just switching, starting to wind down. And then finding a comfortable seat, we'll transition to our breathing practice, Nadi Shodhana. Let's take the left hand in Gyan Mudra, point your finger and thumb touch, honoring that cyclical nature that we've been talking about today. And then the peace fingers of the right hand inside of the eyebrows. Cover your right nostril with your thumb, and let's inhale left side all the way. Cover both nostrils as you hold your breath. And then exhale right side all the way. Inhale right side. Holding at the top. Exhale left side. Inhale left, beginning, middle, all the way to the completion of the inhale. Finding that stillness in between your inhale and exhale as you hold your breath. Exhale right side, beginning, middle, completion of your exhale. Inhale right side. Holding at the top, stillness. Exhale left side. And then start to move at a pace that feels perfect for you. You're going to breathe for another minute. As you complete this next round, take your time if you're in the middle of the cycle, but just drop hands to the knees. And we can honor that we've practiced through the beginning, the middle, and now we're at the completion of our yoga practice. So honor that cycle of time that just passed. And then from that place, slowly roll onto your back and hug both knees and towards your chest. You can gently rock left and right. Let's find a happy baby pose. I'm going to move inside because it is starting to rain here. Find a happy baby pose. Grabbing the arches of your feet, extending through opposite legs. And then bringing both knees to kiss. Take a twist in one direction as your gaze is over the opposite shoulder. So we're just doing a spinal twist now. And then coming back through center, let's take the spinal twist in the other direction. I was holding my drink up to my mouth as if it was my microphone. Sorry. And then take the next minute to complete your practice. That might mean going right into Shavasana. It might mean getting some props, eye pillow or blanket. Honoring this subtle yet strong force around us all, this force of time. And as you rest in Shavasana, let this be a beautiful relationship with time. Feeling the presence of divinity through this subtle yet intense presence of time. As you find Shavasana, allow your body to relax. The crown of your head, down your neck, to your shoulders, down both arms to fingertips. Relax. Front side of your body and the back side of your body. Relax. Hips, bum, inner organs. Relax. Down both legs, both knees, shins, calves to your ankles. Relax. Top and bottom of both feet, all the way to all 10 toes. Relax. You are totally and completely relaxed. your next inhale to grow longer. And your exhale grows deeper. You can bring gentle movement to your fingertips and toes, rolling wrists and ankles in all directions. From here, stretch your arms up and over the head, grow long from your fingertips to your toes. Gently roll to your left or right side. And then pushing into the palms, let's lift to a closing seat. As you come to your seat, bring one hand to your belly, bring one hand to your heart. Thank yourself for showing up to your practice today. And thank yourself for honoring in a beautiful way this force of time. Let's close together with one sound of Om, very deep inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your time with me. Thank you. Let me stop this YouTube thing. I was recording again for